my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany and I'm on a mission to hit 3,000 subscribers, so make sure you click that button below. I would appreciate it. So I'm kind of going to do a repetitive video, one that I've done at least 2 other times because, of course, as you guys know, I do like to film when I do receive orders. So this past weekend, I actually met up with my husband's side of the family, and I actually met my sister-in-law's baby for the first time, and she's 6 months old. So of course I said to her, hey, I want to make you a mama sweater. And as you guys know, I have been making those. It got really popular around like the Mother's Day area, and I haven't made one in quite a while. So I just went ahead and had her provide me the onesies, which these are the ones she picked out. Aren't they so cute? This one I've done so many times. This one I've actually done on 2 other onesies, and if I can remember, I'll pop them up right here for you guys to see them. And I guess I mentioned that to her, and she's like, yeah, this is an outfit that you could pick up at Target. So she's like, I'm not surprised. And so she does want to incorporate all 4 of them, because I told her we can do like 2 or whatever, but she said she wanted to incorporate all 4. They all have a meaning to her. But this is the one her baby came home in. It's so cute. Baby was born in February, which is also my birthday month. So she wanted to make sure the baby had something Valentine's related. And we're actually just going to be putting it on an ash gray gilded 18,000 sweater. I really, really love these sweaters. They're classified as like heavy blend, 100% cotton, but they're so soft. You can honestly pick them up anywhere. I pick them up from my vendor. You can pick them up from Jiffy Shirts. You can pick them up from Amazon. They're very, very popular. Like I said, they're the gilded 18,000. So just an FYI, they're super affordable. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is get these onesies cut up. We do have to apply the adhesive to the back, of course, because we are working with fabric, just like you would with applique. And I, luckily enough, already have the mama image saved up on my machine, so we just gotta change over the brackets because we do use my larger hoop, and we have to get embroidering. So let's get to it. So the one thing I do personally like doing when it comes to the onesies is I actually like to cut the back image. Obviously, we are going to do that for 2 specific reasons. One, because a lot of onesies do come with buttons. That's my number 1 reason. But number 2 reason is for when I take my end product shots, I can show the front and we hide the back by just placing it down. So that is the 2 reasons that I will usually cut the back. So I will flip them all over. And the clients do know these will never be worn again. So make sure that when you are saying your goodbyes, you are okay with it. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I started cutting into onesies, I was very nervous. Now, I'm not. So with this particular design, since we are working with hearts, I am very specific just to let clients know that the gappier the image, the less likely you will end up seeing it, because, you know, mama is only so big, like if this was to go on an M or an A. So I do try to tell clients that. Of course, when I do cut, I am trying to at least get a few hearts, but again, more than likely you're not gonna get every single one. Same thing I did tell her about the fruit, which is this one. Like, these fruits are so big that you're typically not going to see them either. So again, just be mindful that, you know, hey, you're probably not gonna see what you want, but she was like, that's fine, I know what it is, so I'm okay with it. So I was like, all right. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut that up. Now these, I actually do really like this type of style because, as you guys can see, it's like a checkered. So the pattern is the full design, which is perfect. And the same thing with these, like I really like those. So while I've been cutting everything out, I've actually been warming up my heat press. It is actually pretty warm. It's at 268 right now, just to at least adhere the heat and bond. You do need this, especially since you are, again, working with fabric. I actually picked this big roll up. It's not even that big, to be honest, but I picked this one up from Hobby Lobby. I typically will pick up a giant roll from Joann's, so whatever floats your boat, whatever is closest to you. And then I actually just have this scrap piece, so I'm actually just going to Start cutting away. Of course, make sure you are applying this on the proper side. So now that we have this part done, this could either be someone's favorite or not so favorite part, which is trying to align the colors and the organization and how we want it to lay out. I do know that I don't want like these two together because I feel like they're kind of not even the similar color, but just, I don't know, I just don't want them together. So originally I was kind of thinking like, even like that would be cute because it's at least separating the two pinks and then putting the two, what I classify as busy, even though this is kind of busy, but I don't want these two together. So either I would have to do it like this way, so M-A-M-A, or I could flip it and do M-A-M-A. But I really do like this design to be the M first. I don't know why. Just again, personal preference. But if you guys had to choose the way you would lay it out, what would you do? Let's do floral. Let's just call this lemon because I don't know what else to call it. Heart, and then we're gonna do checkered. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You let me know what order you would have done this in. As you guys will be very familiar, I am using my Hoop Master. This is for usually left chest. You could also use this for sweaters. I will also use this for toddler tees, everything like that. So if you are interested in picking anything up from Hoop Master, Mighty Hoop, I do have a link for free shipping, so I'll pop it up right here for you guys. Feel free to check it out. But I've already gone ahead, I put my backing on, I have my shirt here, and I am going to be using my 8x13 hoop. This is one that I do recommend, especially if you're gonna be working on sweaters. At least that's what I personally use it on because of the length. Like, look at her. She's long, so she's good. And I will be actually doing it upside down. I've had people ask me whether or not you can hoop it upside down or not. Yes, you have to pay attention to your bracket right here because this is what is going to stick in to your Ricoma. Again, I'm working on a Ricoma, so I have to make sure that when I am inserting it into the machine, this is always on my right-hand side. So if I place it like this, that means it's going this way, so it's working out of the neck hole. If I flip her upside down, that means I'll be working out of the bottom of the t-shirt, which is ideally what you wanna do. And so I am gonna just flip this upside down. And again, I always use these little holes here. I know the ring light is quite bright, so I do apologize, but this hole, and there's actually one right down here as well. So I use those as my guide when I am placing it because there's so many lines like on the physical board. You can't see it, but I can personally see like the one that says ABC up here. And all we're gonna do is just drop her on down. And as of right now, she is center. And I do like to keep the image pretty high up on the neck, just so it's not like sitting like too low. So let me bring you in so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So as I mentioned, as you can see right here, you can see it says like ABC. This is kind of like the hoop. This is supposed to be like the scoop of a neckline, as you can see here. So this is the best way in order to make sure it's centered. And again, I'm using this dot and this dot. And as you can see, we are very close to the neckline, which is what I want to do. And Mama will probably just go right here in between my bars. So this is kind of like my guide and how I use it. As you guys will know, I actually do have to take my brackets and push them out a bit just because of the hoop that I am using. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that right now. And keep in mind, when your machine is off, this back bar, it will move. So just kind of like an FYI. I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten her on down. Also, another thing I did want to make mention is I did it off camera. I wish I was recording it, but I'm trying to film a TikTok at the same time, guys. So multitasking is getting the best of me, but you know, I gotta start somewhere. I wanna definitely join another platform. I just, I know TikTok is like the poppin' thing right now, and short form content is not me. So yeah, be curious if you guys were to see me on a separate platform or another platform, where would you like it? It could either be Instagram or TikTok. It's gonna be one of the two, but I don't know if I have the energy to do the two plus this plus work. It's a lot. So I give kudos to any creators out there, any and all creators, little ones, big ones, all of them, they all deserve love. All right, so what I was saying was, since it's already hooped up and everything like that, I actually had to tighten my bolts on my hoop. So just kind of an FYI, if you are going to be using, you know, your hoops very frequently, there's a lot of vibration that's going on with your machine. So you always want to make sure like these are really secure. As we can see, these are very secure. So, you know, sometimes your bolts will get stripped out. You need to replace them. I have a full video of like changing out my bolts just on this alone. And then with this, you're just really gonna use like a Phillips head, and you're just gonna kind of like tighten it just to make sure that these are tight, because on my other one it was loose. That's all that I'm trying to say with my ramble. Oh, also let's just check our bobbin since we're down here. All right, so she's probably gonna run out mid, but it's okay. I'm not gonna change her out because that would be a waste. And now let's go ahead and figure out what colors we're gonna use for this fabric. I'm thinking maybe like a light pink. Let's figure it out. So again, here's the colors we're working with. This, I don't even know what colors you want to say are in here, like an orange, a purple, a green. We also have this one, which has like yellows and greens and pink. Of course, we have our red with, these are white hearts. I don't know what color they're coming up. Yeah, that's white. And then this final one is like the pink and white. So I was actually thinking, truthfully, about just doing my baby pink one that's already up here. I figured that would look really good. I don't want to do, I shouldn't say don't want to, but I really wasn't thinking like, I didn't want to do like a bright pink. I figured that would be like too weird. And I have free range to do whatever I want. So if I really wanted to, I could also just do like a white. I could just do a white, you know? This is like the hard and fun part all at the same time. I am working with the light gray sweater. That's why I really kind of want to do the pink. This is also why I like usually getting a second opinion. Okay, I'm thinking light pink. I'm gonna see if Kyle is out there. I don't know where he's at. Let me see if I can get his opinion. I think he took a nap. Like, this kid. Figure out what color I should do with this fabric. I have.
I think so.
Oh. What color should I do on here? I was thinking like this light pink is what I was thinking. But then I was like,
What fabric?
what color should I do? Should I do this? Should I do white? I was hesitating between white.
What will blend too much?
That's what I thought. I'm doing it on that right there.
On this?
Yeah. Do you not remember the mama sweaters that I do? So,
Trying to do an outline?
yeah, it's just an outline. I don't want to do black because that's just too much. Or do you think, I don't think I have anything lighter than this.
I mean, all you can do is really the pink or white. I don't see anything else.
I mean, I have a whole box down here.
Okay.
Are you thinking this doesn't go?
I mean, it goes alright.
What would you do?
I don't know. And the pink really is the only option you have, or white, like you said. So pink or white? The white's more neutral than pink. I mean, the pink would go with the red, but it looks funny with the...
This?
Yeah. I would just do white.
That looks funny? Okay, so you're thinking white. I mean, it's just for Kristen, so. So white. All right, white it is. All right, so here's my mama. I'm gonna go ahead and add her to the machine. Why am I like forgetting what I'm doing? All right. Also, do not forget to reverse your image. I'll bring you in so you guys can see how that's done. All you need to do to reverse an image is you just need to hit the F. The F is gonna show you a bunch of different ways you can flip it. I just know it's 180 degrees, and then you're just gonna hit OK. So I just wanna make sure that I am flipping it, since like I said, I'm putting the shirt in upside down. From here, you're gonna go over to your color sources, and I already know that my white is 9. So we're just gonna go ahead and do 9 all the way through and select OK. So that has been selected. Right here, this is showing speed. I know the crack, not the crack, but the scratch is there. So it's 750. And also I need to hit auto manual. So this button is manual, auto, which basically is going to allow it to stop in between, because keep into consideration, we are doing fabric. So we need to stop in order to apply it, cut it out, things like that. So again, auto manual. Somebody also taught me something else that I could hit. If you guys remember what that was, let me know. I think someone said like, I think it was like frame out or something like that. I don't remember. So if you know another option other than the auto manual to stop it, let your girl know and I'll mention it in the next video. As we all know, we are going to be doing our trace out just to make sure that it is fitting within the frame. And also we want to make sure that it's not too high on the neckline. And as we can tell right now, she is looking ginormous. And I don't know why, because I've used this design multiple times before. So I'm gonna just hit the heart. The heart is going to do a more smaller trace out, just because I want to make sure I'm not too close to the edge. Because keep in mind, when we're cutting with when we're cutting the fabric, we can't remove the actual hoop itself. So it looks like I do need to shrink it just a tad, which I'm kind of surprised about because I've used this before. And I really don't like shrinking it if I could avoid it. Because I want it as big as I can make it, which is why I like this hoop. And as you guys remember, I will continue to repeat myself. Do not shrink it more than 10% on your physical machine. Okay, that side is better. Still a little close. And I do want to drop the image down just a little bit because it does seem like it's going to be quite high up on the neck real quick. So all that we're going to do is just, okay, give it one little tap. All right, perfect. Let's get started. So right now I'm going to be entering in my first large print fabric. So I will kind of pay attention to a little bit of how I am placing it, just to try to see how much of it I can actually get in. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. I'm gonna try to get this like pink lemon up at the top of the A. The leaves might be a little bit there, but Sometimes you have to just rotate it ever so slightly. Again, you're doing your best. You're not gonna get it perfect, but you're doing your best. So as of right now, oh, she ran out of thread, which honestly I'm very surprised. We ended up getting to the second M. Now, the only thing that I am noticing pretty quickly is because we are working with white thread with a red fabric, it's not that it's like bleeding, but it's kind of like peeking through. But we'll try the best that we can. Also, I will show you how to back up an image because she kept embroidering well longer than she needed to and she ran out of bobbin. Come on. All right. So let's look at that. So if you guys take a sneak back here, you will see it stopped there, but yet kept going all the way to here. So we're gonna come over to our machine. We're actually gonna hit stop. Pay attention to this line because this is gonna back up, right? So I'm gonna hit stop, but watch this. Just gonna back up. And I do like to slightly overlap it just to not create a gap. So right there, we're gonna stop her. She needs to be flashing, which of course she is. And then all you're gonna do is hit start, and she's gonna start up again. All right, and there she wrote. As you guys can see, I haven't really cleaned much up, but with the A, there was a little bit of like thread or fabric that showed through and a little bit of bleeding that I was talking about at the top. So I'm gonna try my best to try to clean that up, maybe a little bit in between the M's, but otherwise, every other letter came out completely fine. So I'm gonna say it has to probably do with the color of the fabric. I am tripping over my dog because there's a bad storm out. But yeah, that is the end result. I still do need to add the name onto the sleeve. I was just verifying the spelling, so she just responded to me. I'm gonna do that off camera because sometimes this can be a little bit of a pain. I do have a full video on me actually doing it on the sleeve, so I can link it for you guys if you wanna check it out. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you could you guys leave any questions below? It's kind of like I want to film like a Q&A because I have some shirts I need to heat press, but like I also find them a little boring for you guys. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, whether it's crafting, personal, about the house, life, I don't care, just leave them down below. I do have other questions that people have asked me in other videos, but it's like one-off, so it's been like one here, one there, but I remember them. But anything new, leave them down below. I do appreciate you guys for watching and following. I'm so close to 3,000 and you guys are encouraging me to continue to film and post and everything like that. So hopefully you do enjoy my content. I do appreciate it. Make sure you are liking, sharing, subscribing, and we'll see you in the next crafting project. Bye everyone.